it's Vicky, and today I'm here to talk about a project of sorts that I want to start next year in 2023. And the idea sort of came to me because I was looking at my TBR shelves, which I tend to do a lot because I'm always trying to read the books on my shelves. And I was specifically looking at my book haul revisit shelf. As you guys may know, I do a series here on my channel where I do book haul revisits, and I go to a book haul from 2 years previous and I see if I've read the books. And if there are any unread, I pick one and I read it the following month. And then the other unread books sort of just go back on my shelf and sit there. And so I was looking at those books, and it occurred to me that I had a book on the shelf that had been sitting there since 2017. I hauled it in 2017. And that book is The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. And I immediately said, you know what? I need to stop what I'm doing and read this book right now. Because if I don't read this book in 2022, it's been on my shelves for 5 years. And if I don't read it in 2022, it's gotta go. And it sort of gave me an idea that I'm going to start a project where I look at those specific book haul revisit books and the ones that have been around for 5 years. So in this case, for 2023, books that I hauled in 2018 that are still here, I have to read in 2023 or they gotta go. So when I was looking, there were 4 of them. So that means I had 4 books on my shelf that have been sitting here for 5 years. And that just seems like a really long time. So yes, the plan is these books have to be read in 2023 or I have to get rid of them. It's simple, right? So I don't really know what I want to call this project. If you guys have any ideas for what to call this, please let me know, because I've been trying to think of a name for it or something, and I don't know. Like a book haul, last chance book haul revisit. I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm not creative in those sorts of things. So if you have any ideas, let me know. But I am going to talk about the 4 books that I have to read in 2023. And like I said, this is going to now be like an ongoing project on my channel from here on out. So this year, like I said, 2018 books are going to be the focus. Next year, in 2024, it'll be 2019, and so on and so forth. So it's just another way for me to make sure that I'm reading the books that have been sitting here the longest. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the 4 books that I gotta read in 2023. The first one is a middle grade book that I purchased because I thought, oh, I will read this during middle grade March. And here we are 5 years later and I haven't read it. And this is an author that I've read before and I really enjoy. And I've heard a lot of people talk about this book, and that's probably another reason why I hauled it, but that is Wish Tree by Katherine Applegate. And this one is about a tree. And the story is told from the perspective of this tree. And that's all I really know about it. I don't know. The cover is beautiful, and I have enjoyed other books by Katherine Applegate, so I wanted to give this one a chance. So I'm thinking that since I purchased this to read during middle grade March, I'm going to read it during 2023's middle grade March. The next one is a nonfiction book that I got, again, because there was like a little bit of buzz about it at the time, and even though it's not a typical nonfiction book I would typically read, you guys know I tend to really like memoirs and like more like historical, like event type of things. But this one, I don't know why, it just appealed to me, and that is The Soul of an Octopus by Cy Montgomery. So this is a nonfiction book about octopuses. It still sounds interesting to me. I still do want to read it. So this to me though, when I bought it, it for some reason says summer to me. I don't know if it's because it's about an oceanic animal or what, but for some reason it says summer. So I may read this one in the summertime, or I might put it on my nonfiction November to read list. So we shall see, but yes, it has to get read in 2023. The next one is one that I almost read it this year during series September, and I didn't, and I should have. It's the first book in a series, and that is Pines by Blake Crouch. So this is the first book in the Wayward Pines trilogy, and All I know about this one is that it's about an FBI agent who goes to this town to look for a missing person or another missing agent or something like that, and the town is really weird. I enjoy Blake Crouch. I don't know why I haven't read this yet. Do I really need to be starting another series? Probably not, but my hope is that also in 2023 I will be wrapping up some series, or at least being caught up. So that's kind of the goal. So I think it'll be okay. And then the last one is kind of an intimidating one, mainly because of the length. It's a chunky book. It's a 700-page book. And this one I remember distinctly buying because I had recently read Gone with the Wind, which is a Civil War epic. And I really enjoyed it, and I really wanted to read more Civil War-centric books. And somebody in the comments of a video or something recommended this book, and so I bought it. And here we are, 5 years later, still haven't read it. But that book is The Scorched Earth by William Gere, and this one is about, I think, 2 families during the Civil War in Arkansas, I want to say, yes, rural Arkansas. So yeah, it still sounds interesting to me. I'm a little intimidated by the length. But I think it's gonna be good. All right, guys, so this was like a super quick video, but it was just something that I wanted to kind of put out there before I get into like my 2023 goals, you know, content and like all of that sort of stuff. I wanted to kind of put this out there first. I don't know why, but it is going to be somewhat of a goal, I guess, because obviously, like, if I don't read these books, they have to go. So I have to make them a priority. So this will, in some way, will probably be on my goals list for 2023 and, you know, all the years to come until I stop having book hauls, which, you know, is never gonna happen. So yeah, let me know if you guys have read any of these books and what you thought of them, or if you think I should prioritize certain ones over others. Like I said, I was thinking Wish Tree is going to be probably middle grade March time. But yeah, if you have any other suggestions for when I should read these, let me know. And let me know if you have any sort of similar situation going on. Do you have some books on your shelves that have been there for just way too long and are just, they're being evicted. They're being evicted in 2023. Let me know. It might make me feel better a little bit knowing that I'm not the only one that has books just collecting dust on my shelves. Unread books, I should say. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk with you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.